What's up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and welcome to a special. What's this? The NBA Summer League edition of LA Sports Live. You guys see the thumbnail, you see the title. Well, we get ready to make this road trip to Vegas, man. Well, actually, I'm taking a flight, and when you know it, my flight gets delayed 30 minutes. Well, I'm still good. We should still make it to Summer League. Still in plenty of time to watch the LA Lakers take on the LA Flippers. But that's how it is, man. The later you fly in the evening, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Damn, I hate that shit. Um, so the later you fly, man, is like the bigger chance you stand in your shit getting delayed. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. But anyway, you guys see the thumbnail, you see the title, man. I'm I keep telling you guys, man. I keep telling you guys, you got to put respect on Rob Palinka's name. He's willing and dealing. You hear the Lakers being mentioned in all types of trade talks, even stuff that didn't hasn't materialized just as of yet. Before free agency actually started, going back to the Charlotte deal, we were talking about different variations of this Indiana deal, and uh, and then of course, all of a sudden out of nowhere, a few weeks ago, this Kyrie Irving situation popped up, and the Lakers are right in the middle of the mix. So I'm not quite sure why Rob was getting all this criticism, or like I call it hate, in the national media. People talking about, oh, he's not liked he's not liked by other general managers and team presidents, and they don't answer his phone calls and all that bullshit. Bullshit, man. That's just BS that they pushing out there, man. People always hating on the Lakers, but anyhow, yeah, I guess you guys heard the latest news is, the Lakers guys apparently they have a plan B. They have a plan B jumping off with the Indiana Pacers. Some kind of variation of the deal with maybe Miles Turner and or Buddy Hield. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Buddy Hield and who else? Who's the cat? Who's the cat out of Houston? I can't remember, but Buddy Hield and Eric Gordon. That's it. That's who it is. But Buddy Hield and Eric Gordon. You guys remember that Rob used to be an agent, right? And he used to represent many, 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 many players. And Eric Gordon and Buddy Hield are just two of the players that he used to represent. So I don't. This Buddy Hield thing is just been on the radar for so long. And matter of fact, a year ago at this time, Rob actually, as far as I could tell, he traded for Buddy Hield, but they changed course and decided to go with Russ instead. Salute to the chat. Salute to Reg Dog. So I don't know. Rob has his infatuation with Buddy Hield, and we might just look. The crazy thing about it is, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Oh wait a minute, man. I gotta get my glasses. I can't read this shit. Manimal. Eric Gordon is really underrated. Hold on, man. Hold on. Damn, that shit gets on my nerves. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Manimal and Reg Dog. So Eric Gordon's really underrated. He's injury prone, but when healthy, yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's cool, man. Eric Gordon's been around a long time. Been around a long time. Oh man. Hello? Michael Porter, would you get your ass to that damn plane so I could stop getting interrupted? But anyway, yeah, you know what? Here's the thing about Eric Gordon. I don't know, man. Eric Gordon is a little bit older, and I don't know how many years actually left on his deal, man. I think the Lakers like Eric Gordon, but the issue may be his contract. That might be the issue, and I don't know how many years he has left on it. But of course, you guys know the Lakers are trying to keep these books clear, after 2023. So,
LAX is closed to the general public 24 hours a day,
man,
7 days a week. No entry is allowed except for
I'm
airline
sorry.
passengers and persons meeting, accompanying, or more information
It's
can be
like
found at lawa.org. Thank you.
it's like I can't really escape that shit, man. If I move somewhere else, you're gonna hear that shit everywhere you go. So anyway, I can't help that. Sorry about that, guys. Um, but look, as much hate as Rob Palinka gets, and as much people talk crap about him, um, what if he's able to pull off this Kyrie deal and land Buddy Hield? I mean, people have been talking like the last year and a half. Oh, the Lakers, they don't have the assets. Their assets are depleted. They don't have no. They don't have any picks. No,
May
but
I have your attention, please? All travelers, if
yeah,
any
bro.
unknown person attempts to give you oxygen in the terminal Southwest flight.
Damn, dog.
May I have your attention,
Whoa.
please? All travelers. Do not leave luggage unattended.
Damn. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna just talk over that shit. Um. Anyway, so the Lakers got all these damn haters, man. But can you imagine if Rob is able to pull off Kyrie, and it looks like um Steph's brother is gonna probably come with him, and then they're able to pull off a deal to land them Buddy Hield and or maybe Miles Turner, man. I mean, you think the Lakers got haters now? You think Rob Pelinka has haters now? You know it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Like I told you guys before, myself and Lakers over everything are headed to Vegas, and we're gonna have our own private. We're gonna have our own private meeting with Rob Pelinka and Sean Marks. See if they can get a deal pounded out. Before we leave Vegas. Well, I'll put it like this: before the summer league is over, we need to get a deal pounded out, man, and get this done. Let's check the chat. Manimal, AC, when do you think we're getting Kyrie, bro? I think there's good. I think from all accounts and all reports out of Vegas, the framework of the Kyrie deal is done already. But I really do think Brooklyn is just kind of like got a hold on things because they just prefer to do the Kevin Durant deal because the Kevin Durant deal is going to be, I believe, just like a much larger deal in scope. You're talking about multiple draft picks. You're talking about multiple players, and um, I don't think I don't think the Nets want to, because I think they got different variations of the Laker trade, right? So may have variations where they're only taking Russ. They might have variations where they're taking Russ and Kendrick Nunn. They might have variations where they're just, taking Kendrick Nunn, and THT, or they may have variations where they're taking Russ and two minimum guys like Wenyen Gabriel and Austin Reeves. So I don't think the Nets want to commit to that just yet until they know what their roster is going to look like once the Kevin Durant deal is done, because that also is maybe going to be a multiple. That's going to be a multiple team deal. Multiple players may get moved, so it makes no sense for them to take on extra contracts or extra players during the Laker deal until until they get their main deal done with Kevin Durant, because you never know whatever team that they're talking um, to move Kevin Durant to. They may prefer to have a player. Let's say they may prefer to have a player off of Miami versus some of the Lakers players. So so that's why they would probably pump the brakes on doing the Kyrie deal first, because if they do the Durant deal first, and let's say if they move Durant to Miami or if they move Durant to Phoenix or whatever the case may be, man, they just probably prefer to have those players on the roster versus whatever the Lakers are trading. So that's why when you think about it, it actually does kind of make sense for them to do the K, KD KD. I'm getting notifications, so I might jump look up and see what's going on. So that I think that's why it might just make more sense for them to do the KD deal first. Said Manimal says Bucktooth Buddy is a sniper from three, but he's too streaky. Man, a lot of players are like that, bro. A lot of players are real streaky. Um, but you know what? The centerpiece to all this stuff, bro. The centerpiece to all this stuff is going to be Kyrie Irving, because if the Lakers, if they're able to land a player the caliber of Kyrie Irving, um, it's going to drastically improve the Lakers, man. It's going to drastically improve the Lakers, and um, that's why I'm not really tripping. I know a lot of people are tripping. They're talking about the deals taking too long. What's the hold up, man? These things take time, man. Y'all be patient out there. Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. And so I got confidence in Rob that he's gonna uh, pull the deal off. You know, and maybe we can get both deals going or something. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident and and Rob to get the deal done. Let's check the chat. Kyrie makes the Lakers offensive deadly. AD will be a free man in the paint. Kyrie and Bron draws double team. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. And to me, that's why it doesn't really matter. Um,
Los Angeles International
shit.
Airport
Hold
is
on.
proud to welcome and thank you.
Jesus Christ. Shit, I lost track of the hell I said. Yeah, man, it's gonna be. It doesn't matter to be who the Lakers start at center. I don't know if you guys prefer Damian Jones or if you prefer Thomas Bryant. I'm kind of leaning toward thinking it's gonna be Damian Jones because Damian Jones has been playing. You know, you know, he's been playing and he's been healthy the last two seasons. Thomas Bryant, like he may be the better offensive talent. I think Damian Jones is better defensively. But Thomas Bryant, he might be the better overall offensive player. But, he's coming off that injury, man. And I didn't realize that he hurt himself over a year ago. So nobody, even though I've seen the interviews with Thomas Bryant in Summer League, they interviewed Thomas Bryant when he was down here, he was out here in LA at the Drew League. So they interviewed Thomas Bryant. He was saying that he was healthy and he was ready to go. But he also said in that interview that the knee injury happened a year and a half ago. So I'm like, man, uh, I know. I guess people are assuming and expecting for him to come back fully healthy and all this kind of stuff. But hey, man, I gotta believe in when I see it. I'm not wishing nothing on him, but I'm just saying, man, this dude is coming off an injury. This dude is coming off an injury. So I'm not so fast to pencil him in as a starter when the Lakers they know. I mean, the Lakers know. The Lakers know what they have in Damian Jones. He's been with the Lakers before. He's played with LeBron. He's played with AD, and he fit perfectly. He fit in perfectly. Now it's not the case with Thomas Bryant. I'm not saying that he can't fit, but I'm just saying the Lakers know for sure that Damian Jones fits perfectly. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Not trying to hate on Trez and Shorter, but it's really sad how they haven't been signed yet. Guess Crazy Eagle and Karma caught up with them. Yeah, man, it's kind of sad to see. And this situation with Monster Trez and Schroeder, even though those were most definitely not my favorite. Hold on a second. Yo, so look, Montrez and Dennis Schroeder are two perfect examples. And you might say two perfect examples of what? They're two perfect examples. Now, I don't know exactly what happened. There's conflicting stories that happened with Dennis Schroeder. But we know for sure uh, Montrez, he was offered a lot of money to go sign with Charlotte. But instead, he decided, to stick with the Clutch family, to do LeBron James a solid and come to the Lakers on a deal that was worth, I believe, half the money the Charlotte deal was worth. And the reason why I say this is a classic example, players, when somebody throws tens and millions of dollars in front of you as far as a contract is concerned, take it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if it's Sacramento. I don't give a shit if it's Orlando. I don't. Yeah, I don't care if it's Utah. When somebody offers you that kind of money as a guarantee, you take it, man, because you never know. You never know what the future can hold. Because Trez, I believe it was like a 3 year, $30 million deal, and at least he would have had a guaranteed 30 million, for 3 years, and he was probably going to be on a team that was going to feature him. Instead, he signs with the Lakers, and then he ultimately gets shipped to the Wizards, and that situation just did not work out, man. It just didn't work out into his favor. The Lakers could never really figure out how to use him. Then he gets traded to the Wizards, and the Wizards had basically a log jam of 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 bigs. The Wizards had a log jam of bigs, and he's playing behind two or three people, and he's smaller than all of them. Trey's on a good day 6'7", 6'7.5", and then he goes to a team like Wizards with all these, he goes to a team with a lot of legitimate fours, and here he is trying to be a small ball center. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened to him. I didn't hear nothing. I don't know what happened after he got traded away from the Wizards, man. But it just didn't fucking work out for Trez. It didn't work out. Didn't work out. And then he goes and has this off season where you guys know his struggles this off season. So, and that may be a reason why. That may be a reason why some teams, are hesitant to move on Trez because his off season things he's been dealing with, in his personal life. So yeah, man, I always say, bro, it's like who was it that said that? Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum said, "Man, there's an ATM in every city." So I think the bottom line is, players, man, you got to get that. You got to secure that bag first. Go try to make the best of the situation. Whether you want to be there or not, try to make the best of it. And then, if you play well, I guess there will at some point be some demand for your services. And then, maybe you can move on to another team. But, in the case of Trez, it's like, man, look at he's sitting here, no team, no contract. You know, he played shit. He played in two markets. Okay, he played in L.A. and then he played in Wizard. In DC. I mean, those like they got some of the highest damn taxes out, out of any damn city, any damn state. So man, he really sacrificed a lot of money. He really left a lot of money on the table, and yeah, man, I know he's probably kicking himself, and I know. I'm not saying it's LeBron James' fault. I'm not saying that. But I know if he had, were to be face to face with LeBron James, that he might have some choice words because I know he feels like he sacrificed and gave up a lot of money, and now he's on the outside looking in without a contract. Now Dennis Schroeder,
LAX is closed to the general public
oh
24 hours a
man,
day, 7 days a week. No entry is
hold on,
allowed
man, guy.
except for airline passengers and flights boarded by LAX employees.
Now, yeah, so I know Trez is pissed off. I don't know what's going on with Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder, he got a deal last season at the last minute, so we'll see what happens. But let's look at the chat. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. Well, PJ Tucker at 38 years old got a bag over Trez. 3 years, 33 million. That's crazy. That's crazy that Philly gave him all that money, but that just goes to show you. Um, look, let me say this about PJ Tucker. Now he got his money. Nobody's gonna be mad about it. Man, I'm getting tired of this broad, bro. Man, I'm gonna just talk over this, bro. I'm gonna just talk over it, man. They're getting on my nerves. But anyway, there we go. But anyway, PJ Tucker. Now look, he played really well. He, this broad here, bro. You guys remember he was on the Milwaukee Bucks, and he was a late season. I think he was a trade deadline acquisition, I believe, and he was able to help propel the Bucks to a championship. And they played cheap, they played hardball. They didn't want to pay him extra money. He goes to Miami. Things didn't really work out for him. But I guarantee you, man, I guarantee you, if PJ Tucker had stayed, um, if they had decided to keep him in Milwaukee, man, they probably wouldn't went a little bit further. Now it would have been difficult because they didn't have their shooting guard. But I mean, PJ Tucker he's a known commodity. And I like what I like to say, a specialist. So guys who are like specialists and all this other kind of stuff, man, they always gonna be able to, they always gonna be able to, find somewhere to go. Like Trez, yeah, he's unique, a small ball center, but all it took is for him to have one bad season. All it took is for him to have one bad season with the Lakers, and now his name is kind of like mud. And for whatever reason, the Lakers couldn't figure out how to use him. And after that point, I don't really know what happened to Washington, and I, I can't remember who the other team that he was traded to, man. But it just didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. A lot of money's left on the table, and I know he's probably kicking himself for it. NBA players should stack their money up. I am predicting that this will likely be a recession by December. Man, Manimal, it's a recession now, bro. It's a recession now. I hope it don't get worse. Probably will. But I feel like it's a recession now. I'm checking my retirement accounts and my 401s and all that kind of stuff, bro. We getting slammed over here. I know it'll come back, but yeah, we getting slammed over here. But anyway, I kind of feel like it's a recession now. Um, Usually in recession, you do see a lot of job loss. Yeah, I just hope it doesn't. Like many recessions, you end up seeing a lot of job loss, and if that's the case, yeah, things get bad. Salute the elder. What's the elder talking about? Can't be a small ball center without a three and playing the. Yeah, man. It's weird. Gonna get worse. We in the yeah, man. I wouldn't say it's a full blown depression yet. We don't, but I think it could very well, um, it could very well head in that direction. And you know what, Elder? I didn't get to watch that video that you dropped today about the garden. You guys gotta make sure you subscribe to Elder's channel, Straightway Georgia, Elder Rufus. Make sure you subscribe to that channel because you know I don't like to think that way. I hope we don't fall into a full blown recession, but if we do, we do. You always got to be prepared, and if we do, a lot of people are gonna get caught with their pants down because a lot of people don't know how to do what Elder showed today, which is like growing your own food and stuff like that. Elder's always talking about being able to protect yourself. You guys know what I'm talking about on that end, and a lot of black people are sleeping on that. And I'm just saying, man, like I say, I hope me find some wood to knock on. I hope it don't get to that. But if this shit really hits the fan, man, a lot of us gonna be left there, holding the bag. So I got a little garden in my backyard. Um, I've been doing law enforcement work for many years, so I got my protection. Oh man, that's a chick. Hold on, guys. So I most definitely have my protection, but I just hope it doesn't get that bad. That's just what I'll say on it. But for sure, we are definitely in a recession and could be heading to a full blown recession. But I definitely hope not. Man, I'm gonna move out of California, bro. When I retire, I can retire in like 8 more years, probably be longer because I got little kids. But believe you me, man, I never really thought about leaving out of LA, but you know, it's so expensive here, man. It's like it really don't make no sense to stay here because you get your bang, much bigger bang for your buck. You know, in so many other parts of the country, LA is just this is just kind of like ridiculous, man. But for the most part, this is all I know, man. So I'm pretty much gonna stay, for at least another 10 years or so. Let's see. Blue Boat, what's up, Blue Boat? Salute LA Live. So that Kyrie deal still gonna happen or not? Lakers might have dropped the ball again. We'll see, man. We'll see. I look, Blue Boat. I told you, man. I'm going to Vegas. Y'all think I'm crazy? I'm going to Vegas right now. Lakers over everything. He's driving. He's on the way, and we're gonna put Rob Palinka and Sean Marks in a fucking room, and we're not gonna let them. We're not gonna let them out until the deal is done, bro. I'm guarantee. I'm pretty much guaranteeing this, bro. They're gonna get a deal done. They're gonna get a deal done. I think they're gonna get a deal done before summer league is over. That's what I think. Because didn't we hear some imaginary date thrown out there, the 17th or of July or something? Well, shit, that's next week. That's next week, right? So I don't know, man, but I definitely think, and I gotta see what Kareem thinks about this. See what his contacts are saying on this, man. But I definitely think we're going to have a deal done, by the end of summer league or shortly thereafter. But by all accounts, man, by all accounts, the Kyrie deal is for the most part the framework is done. But I really think I really do. Like I said earlier, I really do think it's like a two-pronged thing, and we're dealing with Brooklyn, and I really do think they probably want to get the bigger, more complex KD deal done first, and then kind of operate from there. I kind of feel like they've just given up on Kyrie, and they may feel like, look, Lakers, if you want Kyrie here, you can have the nigga. They ain't really, of course, they want to get the most compensation they can for him, but I think they're probably just over him and that whole situation, and it's pretty much an afterthought because I think a lot of people, when this Kyrie deal is announced, and I might be wrong, but I'm telling you, man, if the rumors are true that there's not too many teams really interested in Kyrie, and the Lakers appear to be the only lone suitor, I think people are really going to be surprised at exactly what the Lakers get Kyrie for because they do have limited assets. But I do think that once the deal is done and Kyrie comes to the Lakers and Russ ends up going to Brooklyn or being rerouted to another team or whatever the case may be, that people are going to be surprised and be like, "Damn, that's all it took to get Kyrie." But at the same time, with the situation with Kyrie going he's going to be in the last year of his deal. He's going to be a free agent. He's already stated publicly that he wants to be in LA. So I mean, that probably is scaring a lot of teams away, and that's why they're probably the Lakers are the only lone bidder. You know, it'll all come out. It'll all come out. It'll all come out pretty soon. I do believe. Hopefully within the next 10 to 14 days at max. Because I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep talking about this forever, man. But one thing I will say, salute to the Brooklyn Nets. Salute to Rob Pelinka and the Lakers, and Kyrie and Russ and Sean Marks and all these people who are involved in this shit because they are making for some they're making for some good content on YouTube. I'm thankful for it. I appreciate it, and let's just say the revenue, man, is picking up. It's picking up, and that's partly due to all the rumors and stuff. You guys, you subscribe and check out this channel. You check out my guys, Lakers Over Everything. You check out my main man Kareem. You check out the OG. You check out the OG Ticket TV, and you know, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. We bring the news. Everybody's a little bit different on their channel. You hear Elder and Kareem. They really do break things down. The two brothers are really knowledgeable on basketball. They've worked in some cases in the behind the scenes in the NBA. Um, Kareem is directly connected to the NBA office, and so it's a unique and different perspective. And then you go to Ticket. Now all you guys know Ticket, but you when you go to Ticket, look, he's the first one I heard. Right, he's the first one I heard um, doing these type of channels, and actually, I didn't even really hear Ticket doing the videos where he has people on the panel. I didn't hear those videos at first. I used to just hear the videos where he used to break the news, and I'm not gonna lie, I pounded my shit after him. Like I said before, Ticket has a blueprint. He's an OG. He's making more money than all of us put together, and I just have to give him his props. Yeah, and then my man Lakers Over Everything. I just ran across his channel during this season. Oh God!
Service to San Francisco is now
But he has a really good channel. Big time Lakers fan. He has a unique perspective on the situation, and he's knowledgeable about the NBA. He's knowledgeable about the game as well. Can break things down, and so I personally believe that when you're hungry for these type of things, talking about Lakers, talking about the NBA, talking about trades, you know, during the long grind of the season, I think there's room for everybody to listen to everybody. Nobody, you don't have to just say, hey, man, I'm going to go mess with Ticket, or hey, I'm going to go mess with Kareem, or hey, I'm only going to mess with Bang. I think there's room for everybody. Some people you may prefer over others, and that's cool. That's you're the consumer, so that's cool.
smoking is permitted in designated areas only. Please refrain from smoking while walking throughout the building.
But I just think it's room for everybody to support everybody. But at the end of the day, like I said, it is to each his own or whatever. But that's what I try to do. I try to support everybody, and because I think there's plenty of money to be made in these YouTube streets. What's up, Reg Dog? Reg Dog says we good. Lakers got this. Yeah, Reg. I think it's just a matter of time, bro. I think it's just a matter of time for these deals to get done before something gets announced, and it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy the amount of hate and criticism um, the Lakers are going to get for doing what they're going to do, and it's look. I'm talking to a coworker at work today. I'm a Lakers fan.
LAX is closed to the general public 24 hours a day,
Boy.
7 days a week. LAWA.org.
I swear,
Thank you.
if I sit here long enough, I'm gonna have these damn announcements. Uh, I'm gonna be able to remember them. Anyway, I'm chopping up with the coworker, and he's a Clippers fan, and he's talking about John Wall, and the Clippers got John Wall, and he's gonna be their third best player, and he's gonna be able to go against John Wall's gonna have a crazy season because whoever's the third best defender on the other teams gonna have to defend John Wall, and
May
it's
I
gonna be
have your
it's gonna
attention,
be
please? All travelers.
and he's big upping the uh the acquisition of John Wall, like like the Clippers got big steal. Now, I mean, they may have gotten a big steal. I don't know, but I guarantee you, if John Wall had decided to go to the Lakers, the whole narrative will be different. The people in the media will be saying, "What the hell are the Lakers doing? They got John. They're collecting old injured players again. They're collecting old injured players again. What? I bet you that's what they would have said if John Wall went to the Lakers. But I look at the Clippers. Yeah, they're a deep team, and they're gonna be a threat. But three of their main guys, who they gonna rely on to do a lot of heavy lifting, meaning Kawhi, Paul George, and now John Wall. They have a checkered injury history past as well. Kawhi, PG, and now John Wall. They have a very checkered past as far as their reliability and their availability. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not so sure that I'm ready to pick the Clippers as the favorite to come out of the West. I don't think so. Now, like I said, what's up, GTM? Salute to GTM basketball channel, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you coming through, checking out the channel. I appreciate that. Now you guys know we're getting ready. Well, at least I hope I get on this plane sometime today. But anyway, I was gonna throw down. I was gonna throw down some money. I was gonna throw down some money. Gonna go to the sports book and throw down, probably a couple hundred or whatever on the Lakers to win the title. But we checked the odds, right? We checked the odds, and the odds have changed. Now the Lakers, um, I think the Lakers were like in the 20s or 30-1 favorite to win the title. But once this Kyrie news start jumping, now I think they're 10-1. So it's not such a favorable bet now because we got to bet more to win more. Um, so I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Nah, I didn't see that, bro. But I didn't see that, man. Somebody put 10K on the Kings. It's a shot in the dark, man. It's a shot in the dark because guess what? I won a little bit of money. I won a little bit of money last season because I put money on the Bucks right when the playoffs started. Now I know they were one of the favorites, but I still won a little bit of money on the Bucks last year. But this season, nah, I really don't see no dark horses who I would want to put money on. And like I said, I still might throw a little bit on the Lakers, but it's not really, it's just not really a big money bet anymore. Um, because of all the Kyrie chatter and now Buddy Hield, and it's just crazy, man. But I'm gonna say this, and I know you guys have heard me say it before. I'm a diehard Rich dog. Rich dog, you crazy. That 10K can turn into millions only if Hill freezes over. Yeah, bro. I don't unless Mike Brown, right? Unless Mike Brown is like Jesus Christ reincarnated, I don't think unless he's Jesus Christ, Mike Brown, the new coach for the Queens, unless he's like Jesus Christ reincarnated, I don't think the Queens are going to win the championship. But if old boy has 10K, if old boy has 10 racks, to throw away, that's good for him. That's good for him. Salute to the chat. Salute the humble. Yeah, I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna see humble. I mean, GTM. I'm gonna see what the odds look like, bro. I'm gonna see what the odds look like, and then we'll see if it's actually worth it to put money on the Lakers, because we could touch down, and then by the time we get to the sports book, more traction gets on the deal, and then the Lakers might be like 7-1 favorites or whatever, and then it's like, nah, I'm cool, man, because I really can't win. I can't really win too much money 7-1. I'd be better. I'd be better off going shit to the roulette table, something like that, man. But here's the thing, um, behind the scenes, behind the scenes, I'm gonna talk to some of the other YouTubers or whatever who are in this genre or in this niche, and I think, man, we should start meeting up. I think we should start meeting up in Vegas during the summer league. Everybody's out there. It'll be a tremendous opportunity to network. I know Kareem; he's already got plans on what he's going to do when he said he's going to come out here next summer league next year. But I think it would be a tremendous thing if we could all come out here during summer league, network, do videos together. The stands will be full, right? The stands will be full with former and current, NBA players, front office members, agents, fans, or whatever. So I think it would be a big opportunity and cool for us to, we can network with each other and just meet up here, and handle some business. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push for everybody to come to Vegas on the summer league next year. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody who came through. GTM humble. So hey, are you guys watching the game tonight? The Lakers are gonna take on the Flippers tonight. And look, now let's get back to the summer league real quick. I got 15 more minutes. I got 15 more minutes. But let's get back to the summer league. Now, the Lakers actually started out pretty good in the summer league. Um, they had the California Classic, which was the first three games, and the first three games was the California Classic, actually up in Sacramento, and I believe the Lakers went 2-1, 2-1 in the California Classic. But when they came down to Vegas, right? They came down to Vegas and started this summer league here. You guys know the Lakers haven't fared too well, and probably a big part. I don't know if you guys have been watching the summer league, but a big part of their team, Jay Huff, um, the big kid out of Virginia. I think he was on the two way with the Lakers at some point last season. Anyway, Jay Huff was really big for the Lakers in Sacramento, shooting threes, blocking shots, catching lobs. That's what the guy does. shooting threes, blocking shots, and catching lobs. But what happened is when um when they came down to Vegas, Jay Huff got put in the protocol. So Jay Huff has not been able to play. Yeah, well, it was. Yeah, I knew it was up north. Salute to was it New Swami? Yeah, I knew it was up north. Um, so Jay
Also,
Huff,
this county requires anyone aged 2 and up to wear a mask during games.
they keep making that damn announcement about about people wearing masks. Man, shit. Well, I'd say about half the people out here wearing masks now. Man, this shit is real relaxed. But anyway, Jay Huff played a real big key part in what the Lakers were doing up north in San Francisco. They're missing J Hub big time. They've actively talked about it in the pressers before games and after games, because the Lakers, even though we got these kids on the team, we also have a lot of players from the Lakers G League team, the defenders, and players like Jay Huff and Mac McGlone, and a couple other guys. They were a big part of the G League team, and so they were familiar with each other, and they were very comfortable. They were really comfortable with Jay Huff patrolling the middle and doing his thing. Now they're missing Jay Huff a legit 7 footer, and they're kind of struggling a little bit. They're kind of struggling a little bit, and so like I was saying, if you guys haven't really been following the summer league, the Lakers starting tonight against the Flippers, they need to win these next 2 games. They need to win these next 2 games for them to act. If I'm not mistaken, now y'all correct me on it if I'm wrong. Um, they need to win. They need to win these next 2 games in the summer league to advance to the actual tournament. So this shit right here, right now, tonight, starting tonight, I don't think you'll be seeing them play every player. I mean, I don't know. They might, but they need to win these next 2 games to actually get into the summer league tournament to actually have a legit chance to win the tournament. I mean, we ain't, who the hell wants to go out there and do all, go through all this shit and not even make the tournament to have the chance to try to win the shit. So the Lakers are they're kind of backed up against the wall as far as the summer league tournament is concerned, and I thought they might be kind of one of the favorites to win it, but I don't know unless they figure this situation out.
May I have
With
your attention in the terminal, please? Southwest Airlines is now booking flights on
shit, hold on, man.
412.
My bad. Um, unless they gotta get their stuff together and win these next 2 games, or it's gonna be an early exit. It's gonna be an early exit for the Lakers in this summer league. Salute to Bang Bangers in the chat. You think they can carry it over versus real competition? Well, I mean, this is just summer league, man. So honestly, um, you look at this summer league roster, you really only. I mean, you got two-way players, and then you got all these undrafted guys, and you got all these guys from G League. So in reality, how many players from the G League? I mean, how many players from this summer league team are you actually going to see make it to the Lakers? I mean, actually make it to the big squad. I mean, actually get a spot on the roster, man. It can't be at the max 1 or 2. It's just these 98% of these guys will never sniff an actual NBA roster. So if I had to guess, right? If I had to guess, the Lakers, and it depends on
Smoking
what.
is permitted in designated areas
Man, this
only.
broad here, bro.
Please refrain from smoking while walking throughout the tournament.
Oh, you talking about Huff? Oh, um, the thing. Look, this is how I was feeling about Huff. Okay, he had a good. Um, he had a good. He had a good season in the G League. And I mean, I know people are talking. Some people are talking shit about Huff, but if you compare what we saw in those first three games, um, in the California Classic up north in the first summer league, and if you compare that to what we saw from him with his brief appearances with the Lakers last season, you can't tell me that you didn't see improvement. You can't say you didn't see improvement. And now, I see what you're saying. He's just playing against other G League and Summer League scrubs. Okay.
LAX is closed to the general public 24/7.
Thank you. So that is this shit's getting packed now. That's a legit question. Bottom line, can Jay Huff do this against legit competition? Legit NBA competition. It's real hard to tell. I was hoping that he could somehow get out of protocol early, and they could get him in some more games, and then we could actually, see what's up with him. But if he's full blown positive and not able to get out of protocol early, we probably won't see him. We probably won't see him the rest of the summer league.
May I have
And
your attention, please? All travelers.
so it don't look like it's gonna happen with Jay Huff. Uh, he he'll probably get invited to training camp. You never know. You never know. You never know. Thomas Bryant is coming off an injury. You don't know what's gonna happen with him. Damian Jones, I think, is pretty solid. He's on a guaranteed contract, but I don't know what's going to happen with Jay Huff. My best guess would be to say that he's probably gonna end up in the G League for another season. That's just my best guess. That's probably what I think is going to happen with Jay Huff, and the Lakers have Scottie Pippen Jr. and they have who they got Cole Swider on the two-way deals. And I'm thinking that we're going to see these guys. I think we're going to see these guys, back and forth with the Lakers and down in the G League with the defenders. Um, for whatever reason, I'm starting to feel like I think Scottie Pippen is going to get a chance. I don't know why, but I don't know. I think they like Scottie Pippen Jr. Um, he's playing better and better each game, and I think he's going to get a chance to come up with the Lakers and probably get some time. Um, let's see what we got. GTM, I like the center position. We are set there. Maybe pursue Miles Turner, and we'll be set. And Buddy Hill dressing. Yeah, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. But like I was saying earlier, um, and I think I heard Kareem say that he thinks that Thomas Bryant is going to start. We have no fucking idea. Like we have no idea. Training camp ain't even we ain't even at training camp. So I don't even like talking about rosters really too much or starting lineups. But with Thomas Bryant, for me, that's kind of a question mark because he is because Thomas Bryant is coming off an injury, so that's kind of like an unknown. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. I hope everything works out, but not too many people are talking about the fact that he is coming off an injury. So man, in fact, it remains to be seen what's going on. And I agree with you, Bang. I think Jay Huff has the tools. I think Jay Huff actually does have the tools to be solid, man. It's just gonna take some time, right? It's just gonna take some time for him to develop, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But right now the Lakers have two. They have two centers. They jumped on that real quick. They jumped on that real quick. So the Lakers knew, man, they had to do something. They had to do something for Anthony Davis, man. It's too much. It's too much building. It was too much building around LeBron, and too much trying to build players that would work better with LeBron. The Lakers had to address the center position because they had to get somebody in there to help Anthony Davis. We know how he is, man. We ain't gonna have to talk about Anthony Davis, but we know how he is. We know the brother needs help. He needs somebody to do the hanging and banging down low. He don't like it. He's allergic to it. So it's about time the Lakers made some moves to get some help for AD, so he can be successful. Now, yeah, I agree. I agree, Reg Dog. I think Palika got some up his sleeve. And like I said before, if he's able to pull off one or even both of these deals or different variations of these deals before Summer League or after Summer League is over, people need to put some respect on his name. Now, I got one more thing I got to talk about. I'm coming up on my hour mark. I was determined to do 1 hour, and so we did it. But Anthony Davis. Now, it's time. I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel about it in the chat, but it's time for this dude to put up or shut up, man. It's time for Anthony Davis, you know, you know, to separate himself from the pack. This man is regarded as being a top five talent in the NBA. Period. He's been, it's pretty much documented. Most people will agree that outside of the injuries, as far as his talent alone, he's top five. He's top five. But I really feel that this year is the year that he's going to put it together. I think he's going to be given every opportunity by. I'm talking loud because Greg said talk up, and now these people in the airport looking at me like I'm crazy. But anyway, I don't give a shit. Um, it's time for AD, man. It's time for AD to nut up. 2 or 3 years ago, there was kind of a debate: who's better, AD or Giannis? Who's nicer, AD or Giannis? Who had the bet? Who had more tricks in their bag, AD or Giannis? And now you fast forward 3 years, it's not even close. It's not even close. Giannis has a couple of MVPs. He has a world championship. So does Anthony Davis. But I think did Giannis get Defensive Player of the Year one year? I don't know. But it's time for AD to really let. I mean, if he's the real deal, if he is the real deal, this is the season for him. I think I think Darvin Ham is going to make every effort to really feature him, to bring out the best in him. I think LeBron will probably take a slight step back as far as offensively speaking. If we have Kyrie, if we have Anthony Davis, I think I think yeah, he was Finals MVP too. But I think if you have Kyrie, you have Anthony Davis, and if the Lakers are able to put a little bit of shooting around these guys as well, LeBron will be able to take a step back. You'll be able to preserve him for the end of games. And man, I just honestly, bro, I just really think it's time for AD to shine, bro. I mean, come on, bro. AD has the talent to be MVP of this league. Shit, if he can't be MVP of this league this season, score 27 to damn near 30 points a game, which he's very capable of doing. But if he can't do that, he has to at least be Defensive Player of the Year. That would be That would be my challenge to him. Look, bro, we're gonna run everything through you. We're gonna give you every opportunity to prove that you the man and that this is your team. You got to be either MVP. Let me go to this chick again. You either got to be MVP or Defensive Player of the Year, bro. And you have to play at least 65 games this season. This is my challenge to Anthony Davis. MVP or Defensive Player of the Year, and you got to play 65 games this season. If he can play 65 to 70 games this season, the Lakers are going to be in good shape. They're gonna be up there. They're gonna be up there, and they'll be successful. So that's what I think. Because if you have a healthy Anthony Davis, 65, 70 games, people are forgetting not only his offensive contributions but his defensive contributions. And if you guys remember, what was it, the 20 days that we had Damian Jones with Anthony Davis? Yeah, the defense was tightened up real good. And don't let us get Miles Turner. Don't let us get Miles Turner with Anthony Davis. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I think, I think the homie old Lakers over everything said if the Lakers get Miles Turner and Anthony Davis, it's gonna be a straight no fly zone. As far as the Lakers are concerned, their defense is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But anyway, hey guys, I pushed past my hour mark. Yeah, GTM man, that shit. It it was just a bad move. It was just a bad move in hindsight and retrospect. We were going for the big name again. We were going for a big name again, Andre Drummond, and the Lakers. They made a tactical decision to get rid of Jones, a guy who fit in perfectly, and the shit backfired. The shit backfired. But anyway, it is what it is. Got to move on past that. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming through on this special live stream. Hopefully this damn plane show up within the next 30 minutes. So I can jump on and see what's up. But just wanted to kill a little time and do a little live stream and holler at you guys. I'm gonna go live when we get to salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thanks for all the prayers and all that stuff, man. We're gonna be cool. So look, the next video, next live stream, be myself, Lakers over everything live from Thomas and Mack Center, and the Lakers are going to be They're going to be commencing a fucking smackdown on the sorry ass, stupid ass, dumb ass, suck ass L.A. Flippers. I predict the Lakers gonna smack the shit out of the Clippers tonight at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming through. Salute to everybody in the chat. GTM, Reg Dog, Blue Bow came through. Who else? Bang came through. Uh, Reg Dog, Gregory Brown. I appreciate it, Gregory Brown. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Humble came through. Thanks, Humble, for coming through. And yeah, guys, thanks for coming through, man. I really appreciate it, bro. The live stream, man, the live stream thing, this is where it's at, bro. Bang, you already know. Reg Dog, get your channel. You guys make sure you subscribe to Reg Dog's TV too, man. Reg Dog, you already know you starting off. The live stream is where it at, bro. The live stream is where it at. That's where your shit gonna grow. That's when you're gonna start checking some bread. So I'm gonna just keep pushing through these live streams. I'm gonna start trying to do one at least every day. I'm just getting what I fit in. I'm just getting where I fit in. But you guys know, just let you know, once the season starts, I'm gonna see how my schedule goes. But I think we're gonna be changing up the format just a little bit during the season. It will be predominantly, it still will be predominantly live streaming. But we just gonna do something a little bit different. But I'll keep you guys posted. Just stay tuned for that once the season starts. Anyway, it's your boy AC LA Sports Live once again. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody who came through. Elder came through earlier. I appreciate the support from Elder. And yeah. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I'm gonna get up out of here and see if I can make it to Vegas. Anyhow, it's your boy AC LA Sports Live. I will rap with y'all later. Somebody hit that outro for me.
Smoking is permitted in designated areas only. Please